Hi, this is Dr. Dreama on the Woodage Network. Design your dream business. Today, we're going to talk about selling. Something that people just almost always hate, or at least they start out saying they hate it. But here's the deal. Selling is really one thing. It's about you having a conversation with a potential client. That's all it is. It's a conversation between two people. In that conversation, you want to know something about that person's interest. Are they interested in working with you? Are they interested in a product that you're selling? Whatever it is, you want to figure out what's their interest. Because when we know what a person's interest is, we know whether or not what we offer can fulfill that. So a lot of times when I have a discovery call with somebody, they want to know what I can do for them. Well, I can't just answer that blindly. So I want to get to know things about the person. I want to find out where they're from. Do they have a partner? Do they have kids? Do they have a dog? I want to find places of commonality. Because when we find those places of commonality, the trust factor goes up. If I know you have a dog and you know I have a dog, then we just have a bit of connection there. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm necessarily going to be the coach for you, but it does mean that we have a place where we're just connecting. And connecting is something that is deeply rooted in our DNA. As humans, we're social animals. And most of the time, we want to be connected. And so your job, when somebody comes to you for service or a product, you want to make a connection. Now, you probably have the experience, I know I certainly have, of walking into a store and the salesperson comes over and they're really friendly, but you can also feel like they're just waiting to pounce. I always avoid those people. But the person who comes over and says, hey, how's your day going? Fine, great, how's yours? And maybe they tell me something like, well, I had a flat tire on the way to work. You know, who can't relate to a moment of vulnerability? That's what we want, is making these authentic connections. Because if this person comes over and says, oh, are you here to buy a fridge today? Well, maybe I am and maybe I'm not, but I prefer for people to back off a little bit. But if you start out the conversation with something relational, you may find that the person is more willing to talk to you. Now, a lot of times you might have a call set up beforehand. And in that call, people always get so anxious and they're like, oh my God, I hope this goes well. And there's a lot of anxiety and then more pressure. Slow down, take a few deep breaths, and remind yourself, this is just one conversation, one human to another. What can I find out about this person? What do I want to know? I want to show genuine interest. So if you're not genuinely interested in something, don't ask. Come from that place where you can think, you know what? Everybody's going on vacation these days. Maybe I'll just ask this person if they've been on vacation lately. And if not, then we could probably commiserate because I haven't been on vacation lately. You see? In making a sale, as you begin to talk about your service or your product, you want to communicate the value, not the monetary value. That's important too, but that's not what we're talking about initially. Think about what you want to know when you contact somebody about their services. You want to know, can they help you? You want to know what that help is going to look like. I mean, let's face it, if you've got a problem with your plumbing, maybe your water heater has exploded, you're not going to be really interested in having a prolonged conversation. But if that guy says, oh yeah, I hear your pain, let's talk about it, then you feel like, okay, Same thing with a sales conversation when this person wants to know something about your services. So when people come to me and they're like, okay, so, I'm kind of interested in a coach, but I'm still shopping around, which is totally legit, then I want to know, what is it that you want to be working on? Where do you want to be a year from now? That makes a big difference to me. Because if I can tell that you've already been thinking about this, then I can tell you pieces of how we would work to get there. If you want to work on your mindset, then we're going to work on your mindset from the beginning, because I'm going to be listening to what it is you are telling me or what it is you're not telling me. So reading between the lines. Same thing if somebody comes in for a refrigerator, a mattress. We want to know how these things will make our life better. Why do I need to give up my 7-year-old mattress? Why do I need to replace my refrigerator? Then you want to hear about the features and the benefits, right? Same thing. People want to know, how is this going to make my life better? And selling is really then just exchanging energy for money, a product for money. And what we want to know is, what will that do for me? So next time you have to have a sales conversation, think about it more in terms of making that human connection. Just meeting one human from another. We're all on this planet together. We all share a lot of the same experiences. Go there. I guarantee it will make a difference. This is Dr. Dreama on the Woodage Network.